Hey ho, ha ha ho. That's my intro, and I'm not gonna change it. um, this is my second vlog post. A week ago, exactly a week ago, 7 days ago, the family court judge ordered that my daughter's father gets virtual visits every single day, court mandated, for our 7.5-month-old daughter. And I can't necessarily just kind of like hand her a phone and she gets to go talk to her dad virtually. I have to be present. So technically, I'm being mandated to have virtual visits with a man that I ran from because he was abusing me. How ironic. Of course, I'm being sarcastic. But after the court hearing, I was pretty exhausted and stressed out and a little panicked. I went into a state of freeze where I just wasn't really like thinking, doing. And then I got sick and my daughter got sick. So I asked her father to just give us a couple days. My mother came to visit shortly after the court hearing. So it's just a lot going on. Me trying to take care of Nikita for the first time. She'd never been sick before. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm feeding her carrots. But, it was her first time ever getting sick. So that was like, oh, okay, how does this work? And then I was sick. So it was an interesting week. But today I hosted the first of daily virtual visits with my daughter's father, my ex who was my abuser. It's not funny. And it was interesting because he has called my daughter Makita. That's what I named her. That's on her birth certificate. Makita Julia Davis is actually what I named her. And we are currently agreeing on whether to hyphen her last name with his, which I'm open to. But he's going so far as to demand that her name get changed to a name that we had proposed while I was pregnant and we're together, and that's Maya. And officially, he will not call her Makita. And in the past, he would call her Makita. He would even write in testimonies, he would type Makita. But now he is calling her Maya. And during the virtual visit today, I pointed that out to he and his grandparents that kept calling, or her grandparents, his parents kept calling Makita this other name that is not her name. And I said, hey, like her legal name is Makita. She responds to Makita. That's the name she knows. Can you please call her legal name? Dead silence. And they called her baby girl. Like it's as if they've all been talking and they've all agreed on this strategy. So I'm sitting here on this virtual call like, wow, okay. And the manipulation continues. So they will call her baby girl, or if they can, they will try to call her by a different name that they're going to try and get the courts to force me to change her name. Yep. So that was today's virtual visit. My daughter's father and his parents call my daughter baby girl to avoid calling her by her legal name and the name she responds to. So my daughter's name is Makita Baby Girl. My daughter has been renamed Baby Girl. it reminds me of one of the key reasons why I started realizing the toxicity of my ex and his family. This constant need to not be transparent, not communicate directly, but to be passive aggressive in order to get what they want, instead of just directly asking for or sharing their thoughts or their feelings. There's always this, you find them manipulating. So instead of being direct, it's like, it's always trying to undermine you, to gaslight you. I should say me. It's always trying to undermine me, gaslight me. I'm light-skinned and they are brown people. They're from Africa, they're Ethiopian, and they are a darker brown family. And, you know, they're making comments about my daughter being light-skinned like me. It's just a bizarre experience. And at the end of the day, there's a little girl. Can I give you some carrots? Yummy carrots. There's a little girl in the middle of all this. And in order for her not to be hurt by this, to not be negatively impacted by the ending of this relationship, this engagement, like the manipulation, the toxic behavior, the focus on trying to control people and make adults do things that they don't want to do, not respecting adults' boundaries. It has to end. It has to stop. And it's depressing because I've gone to the judicial system, I've gone to the court system and asked for their help, asked for their protection, asked for their guidance. And instead, because my ex and his family have more money and can afford a private attorney that is, quite frankly, ruthless, and will say and do whatever it takes to quote unquote win, I'm not getting that protection, that support. Yeah. So I'm very thankful to have my daughter, and I know I have to focus on those moments, those like moments of joy. I have to like focus on the time I get to spend with her, and just try to be a rock for her and be there for her no matter what. I have no control over what she's going to be exposed to when her father takes her. The courts are ignoring me by trying to raise the alarm that I think her father really needs to get counseling and get some help. His behavior is abusive and toxic, and it doesn't just, someone who is abusive and toxic, they don't just do it to one person. That's how they are in relationships, and particularly personal relationships where you close the door and there's privacy. That's when the true side of a person comes out. And I've seen the true side, and I fled from my home 7 months pregnant, asking for help and protection, and it was denied to me. And so now I have to maintain my peace, learn how to thrive, learn how to heal my own wounds from childhood that have never been healed and probably made me vulnerable to an abusive relationship. Also that it doesn't get passed on to my daughter. She will be whole. She will be functional in society. She will be a positive member of society. That is my wish. That is my proclamation. My daughter will be whole. She will be grounded. She will be healthy, mind, body, and soul. I do not agree with, and I do not resign myself to the idea that I made a mistake, that the difficulties that I'm experiencing and the lack of help I'm experiencing from the judicial system is because I allowed myself to slip into a relationship that I shouldn't have been in. Her father lied to me and portrayed himself a certain way to make me think that he was going to get help and that he wanted to be in a healthy relationship. And he made a lot of promises to me in order to get me to stay in the relationship, to accept his engagement, and to ultimately have our daughter. And in the end of the day, everything that he had been promising me was a lie. And it came out during my pregnancy. I'm wondering if it's because he thought I wasn't going to go anywhere because I was pregnant and didn't have wasn't working. But that's called fraud. Misleading people, lying to people to get a certain outcome, to win someone over, to con them into settling with them, all the while knowing that you're not going to change, all the while knowing that you're trapping that person into a relationship versus being transparent, being open, being truthful. That's fraudulent behavior. It's unethical. And the judicial system should punish people like that appropriately and protect those who have been tricked into relationships that turn out to be extremely abusive. Yes! More carrots. Forget this video. I'm done. Happy time. Let's read some books. Thanks for listening.